60-second short story horror reviews, episode 31. Today's story is The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. This is about a young man who has made plans and designs to kill an older gentleman that he knows because he has an evil eye. He is also our narrator, so we get to really be in his head and kind of follow his process. And towards the end of the story, when we think he's just about to get away with it, the victim has the last word. This is very cool. I think everybody knows this. It's a very popular one. What I like about Poe is that he is able to really express fear on the page. And I think this comes from maybe life experience or nightmares, maybe panic attacks or anxiety, things like that, because he's really able to capture that. And it really adds this other dimension that I really enjoy. For this story, I gave it 4 stars out of 5. Episode 32. Today's story is Strawberry Spring. This story takes place in New England. There have been a rash of murders in this small town, very grisly murders, and the newspapers have been calling this madman Spring-Heeled Jack. Our narrator for the story is a university student who's kind of telling us all of the rumors and the speculation and the gossip about who this madman is and why his victims are who they are. This story was really awesome. I loved it a lot. It had a lot of mood and atmosphere. There was a lot of rolling fog and rain. It was really cool. It did have this like kind of gothic feeling to it. It was definitely like an ode to those type of stories, you know. So it was awesome. I gave it 5 stars out of 5. Episode 33. Today's story is called Trick of the Light by Tim Lebbon. This story is about a middle-aged woman who is married to a man who has a major wanderlust. He really wants to go out into the world and vacation and explore, but she is much happier at home. She's comfy there. She really just enjoys being at home. One day he leaves to go on a walk and never returns. This woman eventually decides to buy a very large house, a mansion even, to move into. And when she arrives to get the keys and start the process of making it her home, she sees a face pressed up against the tower window. This story was awesome. I really loved it, really related to this woman in so many ways because I'm a little bit of a hermit myself. I thought this was awesome. It was eerie, it was sad, and it was a little bit creepy. So I gave this 5 stars out of 5. Episode 34. Today's story is A Full Moon Over Blackstar Canyon by Matt Wall. This story is about 4 teenage friends who want to go and have an adventure in Blackstar Canyon. The place is known to be creepy and spooky and haunted, so they really want to see it for themselves. They head over there, and half of the party decides to explore outside, and the other half decide to stay in the car. The 2 friends who stay in the car then begin to share the gossip and the rumors about Blackstar Canyon. This was a very humorous, very funny read. It was so good. It just kind of brought me back to high school. It just brought me back to, you know, going out, on hikes at night or going to the cemetery at night, in the sense of you're just having fun with your friends and talking a lot of shit. And it was really cool. I enjoyed it a lot. I gave it 4 stars out of 5. Today is episode 35, and this story is By the Throat by Danielle Dorn. This story is about a half-blood, a half-werewolf, and she is a paramedic for human beings, but she's also a paramedic for full-bloods who are full werewolves. This story is about an encounter that she has with her brother, who she hasn't seen in a very long time and who is a full-blood. This story is a creature feature. It's about werewolves, obviously. Not really my thing, to be honest. But I did like that the character was this half werewolf and she was also a paramedic. It just seemed really cool. And like her whole entire kind of job in life was to get full bloods back in working order. So that was pretty cool. I liked that. The writing style was a bit weird for me, and the ending is extremely abrupt. So not a lot is happening in the story. It ends abruptly. It feels like it's the start of a bigger story. So it wasn't very satisfying in the end to read. So my rating for this was 2.5 stars out of 5.